All right. Hey YouTube, this is Ian with Atkins Nature Aquariums and special guest, Kat, my girlfriend, and she's just kind of coming up here for the first time and seeing how the streams are and what it's like. There's no one here right now, and I know there's some other people going live, and I don't mean to be stepping on other people, but I said I would do this, and I'm doing it. And this is the time that I have to do it right now. So it is what it is. So introduce yourself, Kat.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Kaler's Aquatics, Geek Boy.
Lunatic Fringe, Chewy. Hey, buddy. So pretty much, I'm going to shut the filter off. The CO2 is not running right now.
Hi, Midrill.
Hey, Midrool. All right. So this tank hasn't been trimmed in about 2 weeks ish, maybe three, and it grows stem plants really fast. And it grew this carpet really fast too. But got the tools.
Geek Boy wants to know what size tank it is.
This is a 7.5 gallon. It's I believe 12 inches by 8 inches by 8 inches. Got the little precise curved little scissors. I've got nice wave scissors and tweezers. Ooh, I do need my mag tape sticker though. One sec.
We tend to use those spring scissors on a lot of the plants because they definitely get into the hard to reach areas, especially when it comes to like mosses and just smaller things like that.
Yeah, those spring scissors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Aqua Balls.
George. What up, George? And my new
We got our
Mandarin.
pair off of we got our pair of those scissors off of Amazon.
Yeah, we got them on Amazon. Real cheap. They were like $9, I think, last time I got
Yeah.
them.
Thank you, S.
So I think I'm gonna start with the stems on the right side here. Nice, George. Hopefully I can get my next beta tank set up so I can get one of your betas.
I will always have another beta.
This Ludwigia ovalis is starting to grow immersed.
Good, that's what you wanted.
Yeah. I might save that stem for a little bit longer, and then I'll put it in my little immersed jar.
Yeah.
This Juncus repens is really starting to take hold.
That's good.
Yeah, I really want to get one of those alien betas, George.
Hi, bottom dweller.
Angus. So what fish did you get for your fish tanks from Aquatic Arts, babe? The people don't know.
I got a mustard catfish,
Yeah.
and his name is Honey Mustard. And then I also got some turtle limpets, which are, let me get my phone up. These awesome little snail things right here. They're marble turtle limpets, and they have these awesome patterns on their shells.
They really do. They're all unique.
I actually have one in my pea puffer tank who is doing really well right now. Thank you,
Yeah.
S. I tend to name all of my fish, even though I call them all my chickens.
That is true. She does.
And in the tank that I have my camera pointed at are my pineapple swords, my coolie loaches, and my cherry shrimp. But I also got some fry in here from my pineapple swords.
Yep, the very first swordtail fry.
Thank you, Madrul. George only has females right now.
Of the alien betas?
Yeah.
Hmm. The females still look pretty good. And I know you're always trying to breed them. Maybe I'll get a female this generation and a male next generation, and then breed those. That'd be pretty cool.
Well,
Bunch of
right now,
Ludwigia Oval.
bottom dwellers, right now, I can't have real chicken. So these are my babies. They are my chickens. Even though Ian is the only one that has ones that have eggs, all of mine are live bears.
No, that's a lie. You have tiger barbs.
Oh yeah, I do have tiger barbs. I was just looking right
And
at it. And my betas.
and your Rasboras.
And my raised boars. You have more than I do. I prefer mostly live bears.
Yeah. Live bears are cool. I like the wild types that come out of like Mexico and Central America. There's some really cool sword tails that come out of Venezuela.
Yeah, I like the wild swordtails. They're pretty cool. Thank you, Kaylers.
And this plant is Ludwigia arcuata. This isn't the hybrid version that some people have. I can't seem to find it, but it's more of the thinner leaf. It's a nice red color in CO2 and highlight.
Yeah, I have some of it in my bottom 10-gallon, but it's just green.
Yep, and that's because you got it in low tech. That's perfectly fine. It grows good in there.
Yeah, I got to replant some of my plants that came up in my bottom 10-gallon.
Oh, smacking the light. You know, a bunch of plants. This pearl weed is pretty invasive and wants to carpet everywhere, which is a
That's
good
why I
thing.
don't like pearlweed very much.
Yeah, but it grows fast and it really helps keep the water clean.
Yeah,
It's getting in the places I don't like. So is this glossostigma. Glossa gets everywhere. It's covering up some of my booze. I gotta take care of that so that it
oh,
doesn't get too heated.
I might have to do something really quick. I just noticed a fry in my bottom 10-gallon.
You were right.
I called it. I know my
Alright.
fish.
Yeah, she noticed one of her sword tails was looking a little thinner in her bottom 10 gallon today. They're usually pretty plump. especially the female.
Got to trim. Oh, there it is. Oh, I gotta go rinse my net really quick. I'll be right back.
I might replant some of this, but it grows so fast. I don't even need to replant it.
Of course, as soon as I get my net, I can't find them anymore.
Oh,
I better put some food in there for them. Hello, lunatic fringe. How are you? Hi, Cooper. How are you?
yeah, Angus. Sometimes you just gotta trim them down. Some plants really do like it. This Juncus repens is really starting to kind of creep out here. I'm gonna trim that back. Yeah, as far as those two pieces gone. Those I'm definitely gonna replant. You want a piece of Juncus repens, babe?
Sure.
I'll save it for you.
I like playing.
All right. More stems here in the back. I got some Hygrophila pennatophyta that I want to start doing better.
I really want to find that fry because it's a hamburger sword fry.
Oh, it's a hamburger sword fry?
Yeah, it wasn't orange. It was gray.
Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm
Hello,
gonna work
Mr.
on the
Manifesto.
Mr. Manifesto. This Dobie is probably sitting in this carpet somewhere, so we gotta be careful. Hmm. Haven't really used these scissors yet in this tank. for carpet, so this is going to be.
Taylor's Aquatics, I do prefer live bears because I just find it really cool. Although the hardest part's obviously trying to catch them before they give birth. And I was trying to do that, but I had work today.
Oh no, I cut a piece of boost.
Oh no.
Well, wait, there's a root on it. So, might have just propagated a boost on accident, guys.
Nice.
I'm just going to stuff that right here. See what happens. There you go, buddy. There's a boost right here. Ah, I'm all clumsy today.
Well, be careful. No. I caught one. Oh, they may be orange. They might have just looked less orange because it's substrate.
That could be it. I
But I
know
did
there's some.
catch one. Yeah, this is just one of my 10 gallons on my 10-gallon rack. Sorry, it's not set right now. I found some fry in my bottom 10-gallon that I'm trying to catch. I caught one so far.
I gotta save this plant. Get smothered. Oh, it's the not a boost, but a Piptostaphia.
Thank you. Manifesto said that your tank looks nice and that mine does.
Thanks, Mr. Manifesto. There's a piece of boost down here too. I thought there was. Oh, it's looking terrible. Hard away. Packing this tank up.
These fry are eluding me.
I bet they are.
I've caught one, and then the other ones just kind of disappeared. I found a cluster of them.
Cluster of them?
Yeah, she popped out like probably 6 babies.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it'd be more awesome if I could catch any of them. Hi, Kevin.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi, Scott. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go for more fry later tonight when we're feeding the fish.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
No, that was just.
Hi, Scott. Okay. Now I can actually fix my camera after I put my lid back on, actually.
No, and there's been progress on my saltwater tank. There's algae growing on the sand bed. Good, I think.
Yep, there is.
All right. Are you sure you can't hear the TV?
Yeah, it got a little bit louder.
Yeah. Tired of hearing this shit. Sorry if anyone could hear that, but that's the craziness going on in Portland. Like that every day on the news.
My catfish is out. I can show y'all him.
Oh, honey mustard.
Yeah, honey mustard.
Oh, yeah.
I don't drop my damn tripod in the process. I don't know if y'all probably can't see him.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
He's kind of blended in with the wood, but y'all can see him. Tucked away. just be bopping along with his life.
Hmm.
You can put
Yep,
yours up.
Madrul took the words right out of my mouth. Drive safe, Bob. No worries.
Drive safe, please. Show you.
Haven't seen my dragon baby since I got home, but that's okay. He's in there somewhere. He's a cool little goby.
No, the way I look at it, bottom dwellers, is these are the blue guys in here are my hamburger swords. So my honey mustard is the sauce to my hamburger swords. And then they come with a side of pineapple sword tail and pea puffer. I have slowly started to collect fish that are named after food.
Yeah, no, I showed her the cauliflower sword tails from Rose Aquatics. Those are cool. I mean, even on their own, they're a cool fish, whatever name they are. Creepy.
And then I also named, oh, his light turned out, but also named my beta chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken. Chicken strips.
Mm.
I got a, it's a, I can't remember now. Got an algae eater.
Siamese algae eater.
Yeah, Siamese algae eater. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
There he is.
He's chilling in there. He's just in there to help with the algae.
You're lagging a bit, bud.
Am I lagging? I think you're lagging. Uh-oh. I think we lost her. Uh-oh. She's still having connection issues. If you can hear me, babe, try leaving and coming back. So, Madrul, Have you ever trimmed glossostigma like this aggressively? Will it take it pretty fine? Hoping it will. It's the first time I've trimmed it since I've planted it, except for like odd pieces that were growing in places I didn't want. Like back here, how's a glossostigma all the way back here? There's a plant back there.
I am back.
All right, cool. Have a little connection issue.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Life in the basement, you know.
Yeah, we need to get some Wi-Fi down there.
We need to get Wi-Fi, period. Fried chicken, y'all.
This Hygrophila pennatophyta is actually growing out pretty cool now that I can look at it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can. Uh, all right, I'm not really seeing the substrate yet, so I'm at a good point to probably
I
stop.
aim.
Aim spiritfish, hello. So has anyone else got the Taiwanese micro gobies yet? I know they sold out pretty fast.
Hi, Patrick.
Patrick Hardy, hey, thank you.
Mr. Manifesto wants to know if you have them.
If I have what? Oh, the Taiwanese micro gobies?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I have one. I want to get a few more because they're super cool. They are really cool. I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen Alex's videos on them, but they're able to change color based on their surroundings, and they're really cool predator. I've fed mine Daphnia and Scuds, and he goes nuts for them. He had a Scud in his mouth, and he was just shaking it like a dog. And they're only like that big.
Bottom Dweller got some of the Pogo Stemons. Stellatus octopus. I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
Stellatus octopus. That's
Yeah,
a great.
from the co-op.
Yeah, that's a great easy plant. I had that in here. I immediately took it out after a while. With CO2, that plant just grows nuts, and this plant or this tank isn't tall enough to really get that plant looking nice because it really needs to get tall.
Ames, I'm Kat. I'm Ian's girlfriend.
I can't forget that thing of pro leader there.
Ames wants to know with the Aquario CO2 setup, how do you regulate it?
Oh, the Aqua Rio Neo CO2. So there is no regulator, no nothing. If you try to regulate it or put like a knob on it and close it off, it'll build pressure in the bottle, and that bottle's not built to withstand it, and it will explode. So it just runs 24/7 based off the pressure it makes with the sugar and yeast. I do have that system. It does work to a certain extent. I wanted something that was a little bit more controllable, so I switched to the F zone CO2. So this is a DIY CO2 kit as well. Chibi says it would be cool to watch it blow up. Yeah, someone needs to do that.
I mean, it wouldn't be so cool in our house, but you know.
No, this would be an outside project. You know, a summer project.
Ian, can you show Ames how the drop checker works, please?
Ah, yeah. So the drop checker. Don't know. No, I ruined that one. Ugh. So the drop checker usually sits on the other side of the tank where the CO2 comes out. So this is my diffuser, and then on the other side sits my CO2 drop checker, and in there it has a solution. I just fill it up to around halfway, 3/4 of the way. It's the CO2 indicator solution, and you got to give it a couple hours for it to start working accurately. But pretty much what you're looking for is if the color is blue inside this little ball, that means you're low in CO2. So you can, if you have a controllable CO2 unit, you can bring up the bubbles per second, come back a couple hours later, see if it's in the green zone, and if it's in the green zone, you're good. But if it turns yellow, that indicates that it's too much CO2. So you can, if you're able to control it, turn it down, and then come back a couple hours later, check on it again.
Yeah, y'all can blow one of those things up outside. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll do it outside. There's also some Didiplus diandra in here. Just one lonely little stem sitting off in the corner right here. That's a cool native plant. I believe it's native to the northeastern side of the states. So if you're lucky, you might be able to find it. And it's a really cool plant in CO2 and highlight. It gets a nice bronze color, and it's good as carpet. I'm not really having the best luck with it though. Had it for a while. I don't know if it's because I got it in tissue culture form, and tissue cultures are, I would think, in my opinion, genetically weaker because they're basically a bunch of clones of themselves. And if you know anything about cloning, the more you clone without adding new genetics, genetics get weaker. So I don't know if it's just because of that, but I need to find a bunch stem source with them.
Ames, when we had the other one hooked up, he didn't have the drop checker on it.
No, I did not.
Yeah, she was asking about the other one, whether or not it like stayed green most of the time or not, but we didn't
Hmm.
have it on there.
No, but I did check pH frequently, and it did change a little bit. But since it's on all the time, it's kind of hard to tell what it's actually doing. But the thing about that system is that it's not controllable, and it's not um, regulating the same pressure every day. Some days it'll be producing more pressure depending on the temperature in the room, and if it's starting to get low, it'll just start to really slow down. And the refill kits are kind of expensive. They're like $20. But to refill my CO2 thing, it's only like a few bucks worth of materials. I bought 5 pounds of baking soda and 5 pounds of citric acid. I used 200 grams of each per refill. Each refill lasts around a month and a half. I would just, in the long run, I would have bought this system sooner. I wouldn't have tried to get the Neo CO2 kit. But if you just really want to try CO2 and see if it's something you want to experiment with, just try it out. And if you want to get something better in the future, you can. But I would think to, if you want to save your money and save up for a nice CO2 system, it'll really last you a long time. No, what did Angus do? Brought a betta? No problem, Ames.
No,
Alright.
he has 5.5. And he was asking whether or not anyone thought it would be like what people's thoughts on him putting a trio of endlers into it with a lot of plants. But he was thinking of maybe just putting a beta into it. He wasn't quite sure why exactly he got it.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just gotta impulse
Buy a
the
fish
beta.
tank?
Yeah, I do that.
I wonder who does that all the time. Us. I think everybody does. I always gotta buy new tanks for no reason.
I have my hexagon tank I want to set up.
Yeah, that thing we gotta set up. It's cool. That'd be a cool saltwater tank, babe.
I don't want it to be a saltwater.
I know. You don't want to dabble in the salt.
Not right now.
Alright. My carpet is looking a little sad, but it'll grow back. Just give it some time and good nutrients. Now I gotta do water.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. He got the bottom dwellers got the 5.5 to escape for fun, but he doesn't want a tank with no fish.
Oh,
But he has been having a beta.
cool. My beta died. I'm sad about that. I
Patrick
got.
wants to know what you think of the Rotala Vietnam, the fluffy Rotala.
Oh, the Rotala with lychee. That one I have no experience in, so I can't really say nothing. Oh, come on.
Mr. Manifesto's really tempted to do some saltwater.
You should. I think more people should. And you know what's funny?
What?
I hear of a lot of saltwater people that
Mm-hmm.
that don't do any fresh. I'm trying to convince them to do some fresh because won't get any poop.
Ian Beta had a kind of like a tumor type situation on his face that had just been getting kind of bad, and um I'm guessing it must have spread because he was doing okay and then he wasn't.
No, the whole side of his face puffed up.
Yeah.
It was
Ames
not.
was asking.
I mean, it sucked. But he's no longer in any discomfort. Mm, always try another. But I think I want to get one that's got better genetics.
Yeah, because he was kind of derpy, but he was still a good fish.
He was a great fish. Fish. I can speak. Damn it. English. All right.
Hi, Alan.
Hey, Alan, how's it going, bud? Uh, I'm gonna replant some of these stems.
I'm probably gonna have to get off here. My phone is dying.
Oh no,
Yeah.
well that's okay, babe.
I'll probably still be in the um chat though, because I also gotta start cooking some dinner.
Oh, what's for dinner?
Homemade chicken strips, like breaded chicken strips, and probably some vegetables and stuff.
Cool. I'm down. Sounds like a good dinner to me.
Thank you, Ames. These are my pineapple swordtails. And then in my bottom 10, I got hamburger swordtails and then just some assorted ones.
Sorted swordtails from the fish store.
Yep. Patrick wants to know how many aquariums you have, Ian.
I have this one, my saltwater, my 230s. That's four. I have a 55, 120 long, and seven. I have seven ish. I've got like little jars and some other little scud tanks that I don't really count as tanks. And I got two tubs outside that I use to farm scuds. What about you, babe?
Bottom
How many?
dwellers. I found a hexagon tank on the side of the ground, on the side of the road on the ground, and it's probably like a anywhere from like a 20 to 30 gallon, but I don't want to set it up without building a nice supported stand for it.
Yeah, I want to build a hexagon stand that it can fit into, and then we want to like put it in the middle of a room somewhere so it can like be and people can walk all around it. It'd be pretty cool. Put a bunch of
Yeah.
tiger barbs in there.
I haven't decided what fish I want in there.
Hmm.
Well, I'm gonna hop off of here because my phone is at 10%.
Okay, babe.
Bottom dwellers, I found it on the side of the road riding home from work one day, and I made Ian get up off of his butt and carry it home for me. That's how I get one on the side of the road for free. And it's, I think, anywhere from like a 20 to 30 gallon. I will be in the chat, but first I got to put my phone on the charger. Everybody, have a great day. And thank you so much for letting me come on here and talk to you guys. It was great getting to know a little bit of you. And I hope to come on here again. Have a wonderful night, and I'll be in the comments.
All right. I love you, babe. Bye. All right. So I'm just planting some little rotala pieces that I trimmed, just so that there are some new shoots coming up already, and the plant doesn't have to struggle as much to regrow. I got a bunch of plants here that I'm not going to use, so anyone is local and wants them, they are free to any fish fan, local people. And I know there's a couple that, you know, Oh, I'm in Portland, Oregon. I would ship them if I had the time, but I really don't have any time these days. We got some really nice Ludwigia. After I'm done filling this up, we will be done. Hmm. And then when we're done, I guess I can go through some of the tanks and give a little update on some. Oh, look, there's the micro dragon goby. He's already out. Bam! Right in the middle of a water change, he comes out. Isn't he tiny? I mean, he's like really, really small. But yeah, keep an eye on him. He's right there. So I've been topping off my saltwater tank nearly every day for almost a week now. I think I'm gonna get an auto top off. Saw some pretty good reviewed ones. I think there was like a Aqua Smart ATO. Hi, Melvin. FLR is out. Yeah, Ames. No, why do you love slash hate the 75, Angus? Don't you love your little red tail catfish? This goby is so chill. The other day, he had his first encounter with the Amano shrimp. He went up to him real fast, then stopped. And then the Amano shrimp touched him with his whiskers a bunch. And then Gobi went off and paid him no attention after that. Oh, the topping off your 75? Yeah, that sounds like a pain. I would get a top on that ASAP. Angus, that'll really help. And you don't even have to have the lid on all the time. If you run the lid on at night, it'll help a lot. Just at nighttime. Alright. This fresh water's been mixing up with prime for a little bit. Oh, a hybrid. Those are cool. They also get big. And I've heard that they grow faster because of the hybridization. Sorry, I can't see chat right now. The goby is changing colors. It's so cool. He changes pattern. He lost all his stripes now. That's so cool. I usually don't have to do a trim this big that often. I usually just trim the stem plants a lot. And sometimes it's just a single stem at a time or pearl weed that's grown out too far. But stems grow fast. Kind of regretting it. I don't want to do all this maintenance all the time. But the plants do benefit from it. And it is pretty fun to do if I can find the time to do it. Aeropostale. Dirty Goldfish Gang. Get pretty close to the top. Alright. Hold on. I just got to replace. There has been some staghorn algae popping up here and there.
Not tell me that Dirty Goldfish Gang is not a fantastic name.
It is a fantastic name. It is. I just didn't see the chat before that, so I had no idea what it was referenced to. This is difficult. I'm trying to put this. These tongs have a lot of force behind them, or it takes a bit of force to put pressure on them. Oh, I lost that boost. Right in there. Like that. Like that. Perfect. I love Bucephalandra. 30% water changes 3 times a week. Yeah, monster tanks are nice. I don't think I want anything too big. I know I want to get a 120, and I kind of like the size of a 240. I believe that's 8 feet by 2 feet. No, it's 6 feet by 2 feet by I think 20 inches. It's a big tank, but it's a great size to escape in. But I also want to start keeping Oscars again. I just need a friggin' 125 or a 120. I could do it in the 75, but I don't really want to do it in the 75. And I also want to get like a big ass pleco, like those spotted sailfin plecos. Those are cool. Or the cool Trinidad plecos. Those get pretty big. The Royal Panox. Those are also really cool big plecos. Dang, you ain't got water in your fish shed? That's like the first rule of having a fish shed is make sure there's water plugged out there. I got bathrooms on both floors of my house that I have tanks in, so it's pretty easy for me to do water changes. Dang, Aeropostale, I need to make sure I'm subscribed so I can see that. If you make videos, I'm not sure if you do, but that would be very cool to see. I bet it's hurting your wallet. Alright, let's plug this filter back in so these fish can have some water movement. And this is just filtered by a little canister filter. It's a Zoomed Nano 10, nothing fancy. cycles the water around 7 to 8 times in this tank. Gotta get some air bubbles out. And soon, I'll be moving the Medaka rice fish that are in here. I'm gonna put them outside in my tubs. There's a bunch of scuds and Daphnia in there, so I know they're gonna breed up a storm. And there's green water. They're gonna love it. Oh, I am? Oh, my goby is very active because of the water change. Kind of thinking if I should have put him in this rimless. Kind of almost looked like he was about to jump out of there. I have to get a lid on this. Didn't think of that. They are a goby. They do climb stuff. Hmm. I think a lid probably should be something I get soon for this tank. Oh, that's awesome, Aeropostale. I can't wait to see that. You stay in the tank there, little goby. L264. I'll have to remember that. I don't know L numbers that well. Alright. I have frozen. Okay. Alright, my stuff froze. Sorry about that. Oh, there are different sailfin flecko species? Chewy, I did not know that. I like the ones that have the really sharp spots on them with the nice big fin. I don't know. They look nice. Kind of look like a jaguar. Oh, a paludarium is like so you got a big old tank and half of it's filled with air, half of it's filled with water, and there's like stick sticks and stones. Hey Jesse, how's it going, Beretta? And there's plants growing in the air, and there's plants growing in the water. I think that might be a vivarium. There's so many different terrarium, paludarium, vivariums, aquariums, terrariums. There's a little dragon goby. Micro dragon. He seemed to, he said, I don't want to be stripy right now. He wants to be gray. I'll show you guys the saltwater tank. Finally getting some algae growing in. That's good, Jesse. Hope you're staying safe and sane. You still doing saltwater, Jesse? This is just a little 10-gallon. I just got a Seachem Tidal 55, 50-watt heater. That's my hydrometer. And it's just a little cheap Nicrew LED for marine tanks. Thank you. And I got some macroalgae in here from fish store I'm working at. That's good, Jesse. At least they're in good hands. But I got two different types. I got this bubble tip type, and I got this fan looking type on the piece of live rock. So this is from an existing saltwater tank. And these are dry rock. The Pseudocanthus L025. Okay, that's cool, Chewy. I was surprised I can read that, but I think I remember hearing that word somewhere, so it was pretty easy for me to say it. That's a $50 word right there. Oh, Pseudocanthicus. Bye, Ames. Thank you for coming up to the chat and chatting. Cat says thank you. Since Swampy is going, I will finish this up and then we can go raid him. Tom's a good buddy. He's a good guy. He makes some cool stuff. Here's one of my 30 gallons. This has a bunch of my rainbow cichlid fry that I've been raising up. And there's big old mama. Scarlet cactus pleco. Cool. I like the cactus plecos. Those things are cool too. I just don't know too much about them. I know they get big. There's a Moonlight Gourami in here. Chewy's favorite, the Enigma Tachromis Lucanusi. They are so cool. And they're just about full grown. That's one of the males. And the female down there. Yeah, I bet. Calurpa. That's what it's called, Jesse. Thank you. That is what it's called. Calurpa. I imagine a lot of plecos are invasive. And over here is my other 30. That's got my male rainbow cichlid. He's a beast. Got a little Severum in there. Gold spot Gourami. some wild caught tiger barbs, a Nicaraguensis cichlid, Bozeman rainbow. He's doing great. I love the colors of this fish. And these guys don't let me keep that many plants in here. The Severum and the rainbow cichlid, they tear up a lot of plants. But they seem to leave my Val alone. And Val is an awesome plant. That's jungle Val, the real broadleaf stuff. One of my tanks is still cloudy. Kind of just been rolling with it. And doing water changes, but it doesn't seem to be helping any. I was thinking about getting a UV sterilizer, but meh. If you guys can still hear me, let me know. I am in the basement, so connection is not that good down here. But it seems to be going green instead of kind of cloudy white. It seems to be going cloudy green now. So maybe I'm just starting to get green water. And if it is green water, then I'm going to keep it and raise a bunch of baby fish in here. But there are emerald eye rasboras, celestial pearl danios, some guppies. My pygmy sunfish are in here from HC Aqua, Jesse Bretta. I love them. Well, I love the one that I have left. I need to get another female from you soon, or maybe find a different source with some females to diversify the genes a little bit. But I lost my female. My frickin' sponge filter came unplugged, so a lot of the other fish did okay, but of course my favorite of the fish in here, pygmy sunfish, one of them passed. So now I have two sponge filters running, just in case something like that does happen again. I do have a backup. Well, that really sucked, because I love native fish. Here's my Zis hatchery. It's not running right now, because I need to get a heater for it. But I'm glad I got this thing. Tired of the DIY hatchers, the bottle hatchers with the little thing at the bottom. The airline just kept popping off. It would dump everything onto my floor, and then I would wonder why my room smells so bad. So yeah, I got tired of that after about the second or third time that happened. And I just said, fuck it, I'm getting a Zis hatchery blender. Sorry for my language if there's any children watching, but there shouldn't be. And if there are, well, you're here. So yeah. But I think maybe another source of the Evergladii sunfish would be beneficial, maybe. I don't know how long you've had yours, but they are really cool. I love the male. He eats good, loves baby brine and flake, and he'll eat frozen bloodworm. But I didn't know they would eat flake. But oh, sorry. But he eats the little bits of flake that come down. See, we've got my 55, which I gotta top off today still. I'll do that after the stream. It's pretty low, but these are my big boys. And some big girls in here too. My female Salvini. Absolutely stunning fish. Female Jack Dempsey. She's the biggest fish in the tank. That's a Texas cichlid crossed with a blood parrot cichlid hybrid. Turkana jewel cichlid. That is a Midas red devil hybrid. He's gonna get big. And the male Salvini is in this corner. And there's a bunch of cyanobacteria in here. And then in here is a 20 long with some angels. They are cute little guys. There's also a plethora of koi cats in here. There's around 18 of them. There's my spotted headstander. He's cool, different. Stands on his head all day. Panda Cory. Pistogramma steel blue. Autocats and some other plants. That's a red tiger lotus growing in no CO2. Hope that's a female Episto, but I'm not sure. They kind of look like males to me, trying to hide like a female. That one might be a female. They're still a little small. Yeah, cyano sucks. This is the only tank I pretty much don't care that it's in there because I don't really have plants. I have like a couple things of jungle val in there, but that's it. So the cyano does help with the excess nutrients. Does feed on those. And there's a lot of it in this tank. But if I had to keep just one, I think it'd either be this guy or this guy. Because they are both really personable fish. But I think this guy's going to have a really cool colors to him. And his blues are really starting to come in. But I also want to change this tank. So instead of cichlids and the Bisher, you got to find homes for them. But kind of really want to move all of these fish from the 20-gallon long into the 55, and then turn the 20-gallon long into a hillstream tank for all my gobies and my little threadfin rainbow fish and maybe some panda loaches, not panda loaches, hillstream loaches. And what's another hillstream fish? Oh, dace. We have rainbow dace at my work. fish store I'm working at, and rainbow dace look pretty cool too. I'd like to get those. They're another native. Oh, there's my snakeskin goby, and he's gone. But that is the marble limpet turtle snail. They're super cool. I don't know if I can get a shot of a shell. I don't know. Can you see him? No, the thing's in the way. But yeah, that right there is the turtle limpet snail. And they kind of look like a clam, or a half clam. They're cool. And they just kind of go around, clean algae. But the cool thing about them is that they have a very strong foot for a snail. And you can keep them with a lot of fish that you couldn't typically keep snails in. Like my girlfriend's keeping hers, or she's keeping one of them with her pea puffers. Absolutely fine. There's no other snails in the tank, and there's a bunch of algae and some cyano starting to get in there. So it's hard to have snails in a pea puffer tank, but these guys would do pretty good. And they also will do well in brackish water. They don't breed in fresh water. They need salt for the little egg dudes. But I think that's going to be it for this stream. Had a great time chatting with my girlfriend Kat. And oh, what snail is that? That is a turtle limpet um, nearite snail. They're on aquaticarts.com. They're cool. Sorry, I couldn't get a good shot of them, but if you look them up, they do look really cool. But I'm going to call this stream a good one. We've been going for about an hour and 3/4. And hopefully I can try and do more in the future with my girlfriend Kat and get her to come up on streams and maybe other panels and get her more involved with the community. I really appreciate all that you guys have done coming up and supporting me. If you guys haven't noticed, we did just hit 300 subscribers yesterday, and it is so awesome. And I can't thank you guys enough. He. That's awesome, Jesse. Thank you. And I want you guys to take care and stay safe and never stop learning. Peace out.